Against all odds, Donald Trump has become the President of the United States of America. One more time. It's all fun and games, it's all celebrations in my house right now because we can't get over it. It's going on the third day now after he won. But we are so happy. We are so happy about him getting the presidency right now. I want to just quickly mention something small about this victory, because there are a few lessons we can gather from Trump and his story and how he's actually found himself here. Of course, you know this page deals with narcissism, and in all ways, all forms, we do our best to deny narcissism. And we are denying narcissism in Trump's life. He has overcome. As a chosen one, he has overcome. He has been chosen to be president. Nothing could have taken it away from him. But I want us to observe his opponents for a while, for a bit here. Have you noticed the extents that they went to in order to try and stop him? Because there are so many narcissists who are his political enemies. The former regime, the Biden regime, the Kamalas, all those people are, with all their narcissism to high heaven. Those people are people who have tried their best to actually undo him. In fact, even in the last presidency, he actually won. For anyone who has no bias, if you just followed the facts, if you just followed the news, if you followed the facts, the man actually had won. But they stole it from him. Because that is one thing narcissists do. They try to, I don't know whether you've heard this said before in your cultures. Have you ever heard of someone saying, especially if you're African, that evil people steal your star? Have you ever heard anything like that? My star was stolen, or they stole his star, or they are attempting to steal your star. That's what narcissists do. They try to rob you of your destiny by becoming what you are actually meant to become. So, for example, if what they did with Trump in the last election, they stole the presidency from him and then took it and owned it themselves and became the president. So that's one thing you'll notice even with narcissists in your life. Concerning your destiny, they try to become you. They try to become what you were made to be. This is called mirroring. Okay, mirroring is a spirit. It's the classic Isaiah chapter 14, verses 13 to 14 text. That's the whole story. When Satan was in heaven as Lucifer, and he saw God, envied God, was jealous of his position, and then he said those those 5 famous I will statements. One of them including, I will be like the Most High. And then he gathered an army of a third of the angels of heaven and went out against God and tried to overthrow him. So this is actually the source of mirroring. And all the children of the devil in this world mirror you. They look at you, they look at what you are. Some are even able to discern to some point that you are meant for a certain type of greatness, or that you're meant for something they wish they could have themselves. So what they do is that they undo you so that they can have that position themselves. We've seen that in the presidency. It doesn't matter where you go, even if it is in church. If, say, maybe you're the gifted one, you're the one who is more gifted with teaching or with expounding the scriptures and whatnot. If you find narcissists there, what they will do is that they will do their best to have you kicked out of church, or they will do their best to have your reputation ruined, and then they will take that position unto themselves and become the pastor, become the chairman, become the chairlady, you understand? It's called mirroring. It's a spirit that comes straight from hell. When someone in their narcissistic rant or move tries to undo your destiny and replace you with themselves in that position. But Trump has won. Another thing narcissists do, I want you to take this away about them, is that it does not matter the extent that they will go to get what they want. Once they have set their eyes onto something, there is nothing they will not do. If you go to psychological circles and you listen to psychiatrists and scientists of the mind, they and the brain also, they will actually bring this out to you. They will point this out clearly to you, that narcissists will go to any extent. This is actually the statement that defines them. I want something, I must get it, and it doesn't matter how I get it. I don't know whether you remember P. Diddy's video that was going around the internet, and at some point in time he was ranting with his vest off, his t-shirt off, and he was like, whatever I want I must get, whatever I want I must get. That's the spirit of narcissism. Entitlement, and serious entitlement, serious to the point that it doesn't matter what they do or what happens. Whatever they want to get, they must get. So you have seen with Donald Trump how they tried, after trying to paint him as the crazy one, Joe Biden actually turned out to be the crazy one, right? So it's a spirit, and it happens when the narcissists and the chosen ones are pitted against each other. The narcissists attack the chosen ones, but if the chosen ones have worked on their energy enough so that they are in a high vibrational state, this is what usually happens, because what has been thrown at them, remember I told you, it is by demonic force and demonic power. Whatever has been thrown at them, every word, because every word that comes out of the mouth of a narcissist towards you is a spell. Have you understood that? When a narcissist talks to you and talks about you, that's why it feels the way it feels. It is a curse. When they talk to you, they are cursing you. When they throw words your way, they are casting spells upon you. So when they called Trump crazy, he was actually supposed to go crazy. But this is what happens, because God has a team, a spiritual team of protectors around his chosen ones, that those words, those spells are dispelled back, they are deflected back. And so the opponent is the one who ends up losing his mind. You understand? That's why you see they try to call him crazy, they try to say he's lost his mind. Those powers, those words, those spells are thrown onto him, and they're supposed to actually cause him to become that. But because of the power that is protecting the guy, that is deflected back to the sender, and it happens to them what they had wished upon the other. In my language, we have a saying, I think we also got it from the Bible, that whoever digs a pit for his enemy falls into it himself. That is translated from my Kikuyu language. As you know, I always like bringing on sayings from my mother tongue. So they throw words your way to curse you, if it doesn't work, it comes back to them and has the same effect. Those who try to kill you, those who try to throw, using witchcraft, they try to cause you to fall into various sicknesses and diseases. Some of you have had cancers, have had heart conditions, have had things thrown your way, which because of the protection that is around you comes back to the one who sent it, even in your families and whatnot. And it has to achieve its purpose, but it will not achieve its purpose on you as a protected chosen one. It happens to go back to the one who was evil and who had sent it your way. We see the extent also by not the insults, not just the insults, but by what they also tried to do with his life. You see how they tried to shoot him, okay? And there was not only one attempt, there were many attempts. There were many attempts, and this is very common in America. Most of the American presidents have actually been shot to this day. They tried to shoot him. It was only by a miracle that it actually chipped his ear. That was a headshot. But you see how God works is that he turns what the enemy tries to do for your favor. Because I can argue that it's because of him coming out of that incident alive and how he conducted himself during the incident and after that he actually won. God used that to win. Because when he came out saying, fight, 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 with a bloodied ear, that's actually what turned Elon Musk into throwing hundreds of millions of dollars into his campaign. And Elon Musk actually went around the world literally campaigning for Trump. So you have the richest man in the world funding you, you have the richest man in the world talking about you. This is how God works, people. So while the narcissists, as we observe, will go, they have no limits. Narcissists have no boundaries. There is nothing they won't do to get what they want. It doesn't matter who they hurt, it doesn't matter who they kill. They will go way and beyond to try and stop you, to try and rob you of your star, to try and kill you, to try and destroy you, because they don't think you deserve what God has made you to become. But at the end of the day, if you keep fighting on the Lord's side, all these narcissists will lose their power. They will not be able to defeat you. Do with that information as you may. Stay hard, stay strong, subscribe to this channel, share, like, and let's build each other. Let's overcome narcissism. Let's empower ourselves. Let's get healed. Let's expose the enemy. Be blessed.